自分で変われるのが人間の強さだ。
こいつ本気か。
先生、ふざけないでください。しかも大してハードでもない通常レベルだ。埼玉先生の強さは明らかに体を鍛えた程度のものではない。その秘密を知りたいのです。
秘密を教える気がねえってなら構わねえぜ。ラッシュラモード。うなるともう丸1週間は理性が飛んで、強いヒーローだったら俺を止めてみろ。
こいつの足をこの調子で来週の土曜までだと丸1週間後か。今日も土曜ってことじゃねえかよ。ということは今日がスーパーの特売日じゃねえか。なんだこの男は。
One Punch Man Season 3 is here, so it's time to look back on the top moments when One Punch Man characters flexed a little too hard.
マジ殴り。
After defeating Boros, one would expect that Saitama raised his standards when it came to villains. So, when Pluton showed up on Earth, he may have thought that he'd probably get another Boros-level opponent. However, one punch was all it took for him to win, and the flex ended up annoying him so much because he was back to square one. It's such a short sequence, but normally, that's what happens when Saitama fights anybody who isn't a god-level threat.
ご覧ください。ビルが地面ごとえぐられ、なぎ倒されています。
ガタん
と、そのでした。ワンパンで終わっちまった。くそったー。おい、奴を見ろ。声の方に振り返っとる。
そうだ。過去にお前が叩きのめされてもう一度戦いたければこっちに来い。
鳴り響くキングエンジンとともに。
Just because Saitama takes everyone out in one punch does not mean he has the same dominance when it comes to gaming. After getting humiliated by King again and again, he had built up tons of stress, and smashing Elder Centipede was probably the best way for him to take out all his frustration. It's such an epic blow, especially after seeing the likes of Bang and Genos being unable to create any real impact on the monster.
はめ技というのはこういうものを言う。
KO。もう一回だ。KO。KO。KO。クソゲーだぜ。近くにはおそらく豪傑もいる。
豪傑？
ああ、あの強さは反則だよ。あれを野放しにしてはいけない。S 級ヒーローを集め、埼玉先生の力も借り。
で、その怪人はどこ行った？
あっちだけど。
ちょっと行ってくる。
ちょっと待った。聞いてたよね。忠告したろ。奴は元超一流の武術家でもあるんだ。
へえ、武術の達人か。ちょうどいい。消化不良だったからな。
離さないぞ。恩人をみすみす見殺しにはできない。止められなかった。彼はここで死ぬべきではない。
Guettu was looking like a really dangerous opponent to beat, but as usual, it's Saitama to the rescue as he takes down the martial arts monster with yet another normal punch. We just saw him treat Suryu like a little toy, and he even smashed Genos earlier, so this was not a random opponent. However, Saitama doesn't really care about power levels, and it shows.
嘘ついて大会に出場したこと、秘密にしといてくれ。
ヒーローになれるかな、俺も。
知らん。でも。
何者だお前は。
ったく何なのよ。 人を顎で使って何様よ。
終わったのか。ほう、少しはやるようだな。
もう3億年ほど眠ってれば。
Saitama's not the only one who can one-shot opponents. So here's Tatsumaki ending a Godzilla-level threat with just a single move. What's more epic about this flex is that she talks down to the lizard monster despite the very obvious size difference. Talking about a meteor taking him down may have been meant as a joke, but that dude clearly regretted his choice of words as Tatsumaki took him a bit too seriously.
なんで B 級のあんたが宇宙船から出てくるのよ。
先生、
おうジェノス、終わったから帰ろうぜ。
地球が滅亡していた可能性があります。
無視。どうやったか知らないけど単独で乗り込んでたの。
おいクソガキ、黙ってうせろ。ぶちのめすぞ。
いいぞいいぞ。ジェノス、だいたいいつも間に合ってねえけどな。
ゴリラの言っていたポイントです。
ここが
進化の
いきなり何やってんの。
家。これが一番効率よく一網打尽にできると判断したのですが。
いや、そうだけどさ。
Genos doesn't really get to shine as much in Season 1, but that's mainly because he always finds himself up against extremely difficult opponents. Over here, he does give us a brief glimpse of his actual firepower as he completely obliterates a mountain just to check out the House of Evolution. It may be excessive, but at least we get to see that he's actually worthy of being an S-rank hero.
2体ほどこちらに近づいてきます。
2匹いるけどどっちだ。
右だ。
ジェノス、おい。
じゃあ殺し合いですか。まだ生きてやがったのか。
Sadly, Genos gets bested not long after his flex in the previous entry. Carnage Kabuto is no pushover, that's for sure, but the way he humiliated the demon cyborg was a bit too extra. None of the attacks Genos used did anything to him. But the ultimate insult came when Kabuto countered a massive blast with nothing more than a simple exhale. The hairstyle change right after was pretty much rubbing salt to his robotic wounds.
ジェノス、大丈夫か。
降伏するならこれが最後のチャンスだ、ガロー。ここにいるのはいずれも視線を超えた経験のある精鋭ばかり。
精鋭を集めた？ S 級はどうした？ S 級は
大人気だな。 S 級は S 級以外にも優秀なヒーローは存在する。そう、
子供が聞いたらがっかりだな。めまいも毒か。
今だ。足首ずり。こいつ刃物なんか手にしやがったぞ。任せろ、ファイルバイソン。何、いつの間に。真正面がガラ空きだ。うなれタケノコ。
あと半分。
デスガトリム、このまま全滅したら笑えない。そいつが選択したことだ。まだその速さで動けるのか。スティング、差しで勝負しろ。ご指名だ、みんな手を出すな。何、俺がやる。今の画廊に俺の連射はかわせない。画廊から離れろ。メガネを、これでは正面から戦ってやる。
ああ、その息だ、頑張れ。
ギガンティックドリルスティンガー。
Garou's triumph over 8 heroes, despite being severely wounded, proves why he's an absolute monster in battle. After getting completely demolished by Watchdog Man and Saitama, he drags himself to an old shed where he crosses paths with Tereo, a kid obsessed with heroes whom he'd met before. When the heroes eventually corner him, Garou realizes he has to fight not just to survive, but also to keep Tereo out of harm's way. Though it initially looks like the heroes have him beat, even managing to poison him, Garou suddenly flips the fight on its head, revealing the massive gap in strength between them. The encounter also highlights a rare, almost heroic side of him, as he puts the boy's safety above everything else.
終わりだ怪人ガロー
小屋の中にガキがいる。
そんな出任せを信じると思うか
よく見とけ。怪人が勝つ瞬間を。
なぜだなぜ当たらない
おじさん。
バカみてえに打ちまくりやがって。ありがたい。重火器じゃ俺は倒せねえことが証明できた。
デスガトリングだ俺たちの存在価値を示すために
てめえじゃねえかくだらねえ
次反復横跳び30秒始め次重量上げ次
Normally, the student takes the exam, but when said student is Saitama, it's the other way around. With everyone doubting him in the beginning, our hero shows all of them why they don't even deserve to be in the same frame as him, surpassing all the tests with scores that will never be breached. Saitama easily cemented himself as the strongest candidate to have ever applied to the Hero Association.
最弱飛びパンチングマシ
帰ろう
何なんだお前ら。
貴様らは我々を地底人と呼ぶそうだな
地底人。
消えろ一体何者だったんだあの地上人は。
俺は趣味でヒーローをやってるもんだ。
師匠は俺が守る
高鳴りは久しく忘れていた。この戦いの高揚感は。
This may have been a dream, but it showcased some serious skills. Saitama is seemingly up against opponents that can give him a run for his money. It's the Subterraneans, and they mean business. However, they just happen to run into the toughest man on the planet, and he takes out their entire army all by himself. What's even better is that he still just needs one punch for each opponent. If they animated the fake fight between him and the king, this would have been absolute cinema.
そうだ、思い出した。
息子たちが随分と世話になっているじゃないこの地底王が相手をしてやる
俺の求めていた我は地底王ユーナマさあやろうか
俺は強くなりすぎた。強いよ、お前は。
お前が初めてだ体内にある莫大なエネルギーの放出に触れれば骨すら残らん後ろ手だどうやら勝敗が見えてきたな体力も徐々に減っている
うるせえ。ペラペラペラペラともう終わりなのか戦いは。
This is without a doubt the most epic fight we have seen from One Punch Man. That is probably until we get Saitama against Cosmic Garou. Anyway, Boros was an unreal force of nature, and the only one who could have defeated him was definitely Saitama. The range of moves he displayed during this battle was nothing short of perfection, and it's because he looked so awesome that Saitama's serious punch becomes the ultimate flex. It's wild to think that after so many god-level attacks, our man decided his opponent was worth a serious punch. And yes, the animation obviously makes this even better.
いやまだだ。メテオリックバースト。体内エネルギーの放出を推進力としてパワーを引き出せ。だが
お、いけた。
この男には俺の全てをぶつけたくなった。そうだサイ。
連続普通のパンチ。
お前は俺が倒す。
だったらこっちも切り札を使うぜ。必殺マジシリーズ、マジ殴り。
Like, share, and subscribe if you liked this list and want to see part 2 of this topic. Have any suggestions? Drop them in the comments below, and I'll see if I can make a video on them. Okay then, stay strong and be good people.